From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventure. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, this is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. Fishing has easily become one of the most competitive outdoor sports for those trying to catch more fish than their buddies or those fishing tournament events. Both competitive and recreational anglers alike are always looking for tools and tips to get an edge up on the competition and the fish. Garmin has long been at the forefront of technology on and off the water, and they've invited the who's who of the fishing industry to learn about a new product that they think will change the way we all fish in the future.
We're here on Lake Guntersville in Alabama. It's a beautiful lake, it's a great fishery. Just had a tournament on this lake. Winter caught 90 some odd pounds of fish, so there's definitely a lot of fish here and they're biting. We decided to bring some of our pros here along with a handful of outdoor riders, and we just wanted to show them our new lineup of gear.
Well, Garmin has a great pro team. We've really put an excellent team together in a short period of time, and all these guys are outstanding.
We're really excited about our new chart plotters. We're excited about our new lake maps, but I think the star of the show this year is really Panoptix.
Panoptix is our new technology, and it's our forward-looking sonar that allows the entire screen to be live. So instead of a traditional sonar where most of the screen is history and only the far left is currently what's happening, the entire screen is live. So you're able to cast your bait and actually see it reel in. Once you cast your bait and it's in the water, you can actually see the fish.
The first time I saw it, I was absolutely blown away. In fact, I became giddy almost. I was fishing a boat ramp, threw a crankbait out there, a fish came up and ate it, and the entire time I'm fighting the fish because of the direction of my trolling motor and the transducer was facing, I was able to see the fish going back and forth as it was tugging on my rod, so I was blown away.
For me, the swim bait fisherman that I love to be, to throw my swim bait out there or any other bait you're throwing, throw it out there and start cranking the thing in, and as you're reeling it, whether it goes to the bottom or whether it's up on top or anywhere else, as it's coming towards the boat, you get to see what might be happening. Is the fish following it? Do you have a stalker behind it that's just kind of lumbering behind it? I mean, the technology that Garmin has with Panoptix is unbelievable.
Traditional sonar, you're looking straight down, you're looking at a cone, so you're getting a full circle down. But here we're looking straight out, and I got this set at a 20% angle, and so anything where my trolling motor is pointing with a little bit of a degree, like 20 degrees like that right now set, I can pick up everything in front of me. And if I want to just kind of scan around, check out that pylon, and you can see the fish is suspending all around it, around this bridge. But those are the fish that we're trying to catch right now.
So with Panoptix, we have two different flavors of it. We have a forward-looking version, and that goes on your trolling motor, and that's typically what the anglers here are using. And we also have a down version. With the forward version, you get two different features. We have live view forward, and we have real view 3D forward. So live view forward is giving you the live picture in front of your boat. It kind of looks like a sonogram type thing. So it's got live movement on the screen. And then we have real view 3D forward. So that's giving you a really clear picture of a three-dimensional view of the bottom, what the bottom looks like. So you're able to see any of those small little changes to what the bottom conditions look like. And then you also are able to see targets that are suspended in the water, and they're color-coded by range so that you can actually see how deep they are. And again, just showing you exactly where to cast your bait.
Now we've got a really cool trick going on here. I've got on my phone, this right here is a Panoptix. Since I'm sitting down, I can't see I got my trolling motor in the water, I'm just idling along. I can now look and see there's a big old fish right there swimming. See that? See, look at all those fish. I'm able to see them while I'm idling way in front of me before I ever get there. You could never do that before. Look at that big old fish right there. See that? That's so awesome.
Discover Garmin Panoptix, the all-seeing sonar. It'll change the way you fish. To learn more, visit Garmin.com. We'll be right back with more from Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
Gill that I've used for the last 5 years has been a far superior product than anything else on the market.
The main thing that's really important to me is me being dry. I've been wearing gill suits now for 3 years and never once have I gotten wet.
After your next successful fishing trip, savor the flavor with a Bradley Smoker. They have a whole list of creative recipes for catch with a wide variety of delicious smoky wood flavors. Find out more about making your meal as memorable as the fishing trip at BradleySmoker.com.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
Yamaha Outboards' reputation for reliability is nothing short of legendary. And right now, the Yamaha Legendary Reliability Sales Event will turn that reliability into even greater value for you. For a limited time, purchase any eligible new Yamaha 2.5 to 300 horsepower outboard and choose either a full 5 years of legendary Yamaha warranty protection or up to $1,500 in dealer credit. This is a legendary deal, but it's only available until March 31st, 2016. So get to your Yamaha Outboard dealer now.
Americana Outdoors is brought to you by Garmin and the power of simple. Cabela's, it's in your nature. And by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. We're in beautiful Guntersville, Alabama, where the Garmin Pro staff has been assembled to see how Garmin is revolutionizing inland fishing yet again.
You know, we're out here at Lake Guntersville. We were here last year talking about all the new advancements Garmin made in mapping, and right now you're seeing some of the top pros in the industry get an education on the latest that Garmin has come out, and that's the Panoptix. You know, Panoptix is something that's going to basically revolutionize how anglers look forward, look behind them, look left and right, all in a live view scenario every time they go out and go fishing. Now we're gonna wet a line while we're here at Guntersville, but we're also gonna spend a lot of time showcasing some of the latest and greatest products from Garmin while we try to catch a few fish. There he is, got it that time. There we go. There's a largemouth. Come here, buddy. A little pre-spawn action right off of the secondary point. Come here. Fat Alabama bass. You know, there's so many different ways to catch a bass. You can see on the depth finder right there, there's, you know, a little bit of grass down there, and then there's some old decayed stuff, maybe from when the lake was a little bit lower, and really never felt anything. It just kind of picked it up and the line was moving off. And it goes back to that old paying attention to your line, to what's going on, to be able to sometimes pick up a subtle bite that you really never even knew happened.
When I saw the mapping and capabilities of these, I love fishing outside structure. And if your mapping's not correct, you spend a lot of time wasting time looking for stuff that's not there, or looking for stuff that, you know, you never see the stuff that is there. So the biggest thing for me when I first got with Garmin was the mapping. I could go out on a lake that I've never seen, and I understood the bottom contour as good as if I'd fished it for 20 years.
Garmin introduced our new GPS Map 7600 series of products. They are touch screen and they come in sizes 7, 8, 10, 12, and 16 inch in size. They're fully network capable, so you're able to connect multiple screens together and share your waypoints and your maps and your routes. They're Wi-Fi enabled, so you can download our free applications like Garmin Helm and Blue Chart Mobile and allow you to view and control your chart plotter using your phone. And they come with all the lake maps built into them. So there's 17,000 lakes built in. 6,700 of those have 1-foot contours shoreline to shoreline. So the best mapping detail you can imagine.
If you can imagine taking these boats, driving up and down the lake and looking at every square inch of what's under that water, and then offering the angler, offering us 1-foot increments. Now you have a 1-foot increment from shore to shore. So it's 1 foot all the way through the whole lake. That's revolutionary in the industry.
A lot of times when I'm in 3 or 4 foot, if I was using a different brand, I might not know exactly what those contour lines are there. Garmin has got it shoreline to shoreline. So that, to me, that's a huge deal.
Man, that's really a game changer for me, because I used to go to these lakes and you just look out and it all looked the same. And now I can look on my mapping and I can, okay, I can pinpoint some spots before I get on the water, and they're accurate. I found stuff on my home water, Lake Havasu, the other day that I fished lake for 30 years. I had no idea it was out there, and that's all it took. So I'm a huge proponent of the HD mapping because of that.
Early spring, like we're fishing here, this is the combination I use most of the time. Allows me to see the contours. Garmin's got 1-foot contours. It also allows me to see what's under, what type of structures underneath the boat. Like here, we got a little bit of emergent aquatic vegetation, which is a great hiding place for bass that love to hide on here. And finding these little humps that you probably couldn't see on a lot of mapping systems, that's the key to catching fish that have been pressured a lot. Small places where only you can find, you and your Garmin. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Wow, man.
More fun from Lake Guntersville when Americana Outdoors returns.
Yeah, beautiful.
Cabela's Tackle Box is your one-stop shop for all the gear you need, like the Cabela's Verano bait casting or spin casting reel. Find it online at cabela's.com.
Let's get down to business. What's going on? Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all's sonar is just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Arctic Ice loves the outdoors. Wherever your next adventure takes you and your cooler, use Arctic Ice to keep your food and drinks cold and dry. It's also great for keeping live wells cool, so fish and bait stay healthy. You can even keep frozen food or game frozen for days. Cold or frozen, Arctic Ice has got you covered. 3 brands of Arctic Ice let you choose the temperature you want for your cooler. You never have to buy ice again. Watch the videos at arctic-ice.com. Check out our new CHILLIN Brew Team Sport colors, great for tailgating. Remember, it's not just ice, it's Arctic Ice.
Bubble Blade. The Bubba Blade is the ultimate sportsman's knife. For fishing,
one cut and you're through, guys, kind of like butter.
Just like butter.
Hunting,
You can see it just took that right off.
Camping, or just carving up meat at the barbecue. If you've got a sportsman in the family, they're going to want to have a Bubba Blade knife. The super sharp edge and the large patented handle that gets sticky when wet makes the Bubba Blade the perfect sportsman's knife. The handle protects your hands from the blade, and the trigger grip and thumb pads let you have total control of the knife. The Bubba Blade comes in different styles and sizes to fit the need of every sportsman. So whether it's for the boat, hunting, camping, or just for slicing meat at a barbecue, the Bubba Blade is the ultimate knife for the sportsman. Go online at BubbaBlade.com to order your Bubba Blade today.
At Amphibia, we've resolved to build a product that nobody else offers, using methods that nobody else is using, optimized for life on water and land. The choice of top bass fishing pros. Amphibia frames are designed to fit comfortably no matter how your face is shaped, to stay firmly in place through your most physical activities and to float in water. Amphibious sunglasses are truly designed for life on the water.
Heavy duty, rugged, and designed for the big game hunter and angler. The Food Saver Game Saver Titanium Vacuum Sealer has the power and performance to seal in the freshness of your game and fish for up to 3 years, 5 times longer than standard storage methods. And with its extra wide dual and repetitive sealing capabilities, that's a ton of big game savings. Tough tested and rated 4.8 out of 5 stars by outdoorsmen just like you. The Food Saver Titanium System, it's a true game changer.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is also brought to you by Food Saver Vacuum Sealing System, Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here, and by Bradley Smokers. Add some Bradley to your adventure. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. Wade Middleton and the crew are visiting the world-famous Lake Guntersville, and they're in good company with several other Garmin Pro staffers as they learn more about the new Garmin 7600 series and its immense capabilities with the Garmin Panoptix technology.
Panoptix, the newest product out there from Garmin, and it's going to revolutionize fishing. I mean, of how we know how to use electronics to catch fish and to better find fish. I mean, it's changed how I fish. I mean, it gives me more confidence.
The thing that I think Garmin's going to give me a huge advantage of is actually seeing things real time. What I see in my screen is what I'm casting at. What we always do with traditional sonar is we're looking straight down. And so basically then, as we move forward, we're seeing what's in the past. We got to turn around to fish it. Well, now actually what you're looking at is what you can throw at and fish.
The Panoptix is the future of fishing. We can see our lures coming in. We can choose the proper lures for the depth of fish you're in. You know, you're running a crankbait and it's running 4 to 6 foot. Fish are down 8 to 12. Change crankbait, you'll see it coming back in. You get to a deeper diving crankbait, and you're right in the strike zone. I mean, it makes fishing so much easier when you go to a new body of water for the first time, because now you can really identify with the bass, figure out where they're feeding, what depth they're at, and really learn how they're reacting to your lures. To be able to see that kind of stuff and understand it and then interpret it, put it into your game, unbelievable.
I think it's even going to get better. I have no idea what Garmin's going to bring because they're pushing so strong right now. I mean, they're making a push forward in the marine bass fishing world that's really second to none.
Along with the new 7600 series units, Garmin also offers Lakeview HD Ultra, an accessory product that has incredible features.
You get dynamic lake level, so as the lakes rise and fall, you can make changes to the lake level and see those adjustments occur not only in just the shoreline but also in the contour intervals. So if the lake is down 5 feet today, your 10-foot intervals are now changing to 5 feet.
With as much drought and flooding that we have, as far as those contour lines go, I can actually change the setting. Lake's 5 foot low, I can actually change that. And so the new shoreline now will show on there and show where it is. To me, that's really, really cool. Garmin's bringing things that I need to be a better angler.
We also have depth range shading. So that allows the fishermen to shade an area where the fish are biting. So if they're biting at like 12 feet today, you can set the depth range shading from 10 feet to 13 feet, and it's going to highlight all of those areas on the map.
What we're going to do right now is basically we're coming into this big bay. It's a big spawning bay, and I just want the furthest out shallow water. I want the furthest out hump, which is, you know, there's a little thing that butts out right there, and it tops it out about 3.5, 4 feet. So what we're going to do right now is come on in. And that's really the key. I'll find a contour line that I want, you know, a depth basically, and then I want it to stick out in the middle of something. I want it to pull it out. So those fish, if they're 2.5 feet, they come all the way out here in the middle where it's 2.5 feet, as opposed to go all the way to the back where it's 2.5 feet. Gives them a little more security. There's deeper water out here. Gives them a little more security out here. So that's what I'm going to use these Garmin units for, is just really, you know, doing a lot of my homework that I used to do with casting and dragging a worm feel. Oh, there's a stump. I don't have to do that anymore. I can use my side scan, I can use my mapping, I can use my sonar. I can find all that stuff from sitting right here. Let's see if I can catch them now.
We also provide high-resolution relief shading on those 6,700 lakes. That gives you like a three-dimensional view of what's under the water so that you can easily see those drop-offs and humps and holes. And with our 72 max depth lakes, those are lakes that Garmin has surveyed with our survey crew. You also get sonar imagery. So this is like a bottom hardness map. You can clearly see the hard areas, they're shown in bright white, and you can see the softer bed areas, those are shown in a darker color. And really what you're looking for is those transition areas where the fish seem to congregate. And we give you surface and side scan photos. So for those anglers that just need a place to start, they just need to find some type of structure, we show that on the map so that they know, hey, there's a place right out here that I might be able to start from.
When Americana Outdoors returns, we'll find out how you can get your hands on what the pros are using.
Fat one. Not a giant. Fat, healthy one though.
Cabela's Fisherman Series offers the Cabela's Go-To Soft Plastics line of baits, designed by the best to put more fish in your boat. You check them out at Cabela's.com. Hobie Kayaks provide the ultimate lightweight fishing platforms that will offer anyone what they want when it comes time to hit the water. Hobie Kayaks' commitment to innovation, quality, and owner satisfaction is unparalleled in the industry. So when it's time for you to go kayaking, remember there's only one name to remember, and that's Hobie Kayak.
After all my years of searching, I finally busted the myth of the Yeti! The Angle High Performance Cooler, it's incredible! Just look at this lid, what a powerhouse! It's so freaking strong, so reliable, I just wanna boom! This silicone gasket's better than rubber!
Why, hello there. Are your base and sidewalls way thicker for superior insulation?
Oh, yes! After 10 days, still cold, still fresh. Let's see a Yeti do that. With Angle Coolers, it's official. The Yeti is busted!
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States. SUNLINE FX2, the strongest braid available.
This braid, I'll absolutely love it.
Treat your gear once with SAWYER insect repellent and go hunt the rest of the season. SAWYER, no ticks, no mosquitoes, simply better.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is also brought to you by SUNLINE Premium Fishing Line, and by Arctic Ice CHILLIN Brew Cooler Packs, and by Gill. Respect the elements. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors on the world-famous Lake Guntersville. Garmin has invited some of the best anglers in the country to not only teach them about their new Panoptix technology, but to see how it works for them on the water.
You know, as part of our commitment to the inland market, Garmin decided, you know what, we need a pro team. And we've got a really, really good cadre of guys. They're fishing really well in tournaments this year, and they're excited about our stuff too. It's a lot easier to get the best of the best tournament fishermen when you've got the best of the best product, and we've got that combination.
You know, the mapping is the best. Now they got this new Panoptic technology, that's the best. And they're just making everything, the screen is clear. You know, they're stepping up the game, and honestly, I think they're number one, and you know, as an angler, you want to be using the best stuff that's going to help you, you know, be productive day in, day out.
And look at this big old wad of fish right here. That's all fish. That's all in front of us. Closer to the left will start coming underneath us. See what we got here. This is actually the trolling motor right here. So this is the front of the boat, and this is all the bait and fish that are down there. And you'll just kind of pay attention. A lot of it's crappie, a lot of it's gizzards, but when you see a big one like this one moving, that's a big bass. He's coming in for the kill right now. We're gonna get down on the side of this rock. It's a good little ambush point too. And then what you see here, now we just went over it all, you can see everything underneath us and how clear the image is. Here's your better fish, there's all your bait. A lot of that's gizzard shad, some of it's crappie. You've got some smaller shad and stuff down here at the bottom.
When you start breaking down what Panoptix does with live, in a live situation, combined with what you can do with mapping, combined with what you can do with side view and your down view, if you can put that whole picture together, basically what you see, when you're looking up on the bank, you can combine all that information to be able to determine what you're seeing below the water now, because you've got multiple ways to be able to determine what's below you. For instance, going to a lake that you've never been to before, I can look at my map and say, okay, they should be on shallow humps. Well, I can find a shallow hump now because, I can look at it right on my map. Then I get there and I can scan it, sideways and down and look at everything that's out there. And then once I drop my trolling motor, say I got a couple bites on the left-hand side of it and all of a sudden they quit biting, I can use my Panoptix now, swing to the right or the left and maybe determine where that school is swam off to. So, it's amazing what all you can use for all the different assets out there to be able to, stay on top of fish now.
Giant crappie, holy cow. That's fillets right there. We were in Texas.
We've always said that there's 4 reasons to buy Garmin. The first one is the power of simple. That's our tagline, so we're so simple to use. You don't need to use a manual. You don't need a lot of time with your unit. You get on the water, you start playing with the unit, and you've learned it right away.
I'm a fisherman. I'm not a computer guy, and I'm not real good with electronics, and it's just amazed me how easy these electronics are to use, how to surf around in them, to learn the different settings and how to use the technology. And all the units are very, very compatible as far as how you use them. So I've just been totally amazed at how easy these units are to use.
The second reason is we have the best maps in the industry. Again, I said 17,000 lakes, 6,700 of those have 1-foot contour shore to shore. Nobody else can beat that for just the US. And we also have the clearest scanning sonar on the water. That's a big statement to make, and we stand behind that. Our down view is chirping, our side view is chirping, and then we also have our traditional chirping sonar as well. And then finally, we have the best customer service and quality in the industry. We have 400 people that are in Olathe, Kansas that answer the phone, so if you have a question while you're on the water, you can give us a call and we're here to help you. And now, this year, in 2015, we have the 5th reason to buy a Garmin, and that's Panoptix.
We offer a unit, whether it be an Echo Map or GPS map, for every fisherman, for every budget, for every boat. So we can cover all the way from the small John boat, all the way up to the mega yacht with our lineup.
If anyone's looking to buy, invest into some electronics, there's really no other reason to look elsewhere than Garmin. Garmin is absolutely the future.
Find the perfect Garmin for you by visiting Garmin.com. If you enjoyed this show, then we encourage you to check out our website at AmericanaOutdoors.com for more great stories from the field. And a special thanks to our sponsors for making this episode possible. If you're in the market for new gear, please support those that support us. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.